All right, listen. We're going to get into the LeBron James, Brittney Griner situation. What are your thoughts on what he said? Did you hear what he said, 𝐤?
Can you recap us?
Yes. I mean, basically on the shop, you know, he kind of was talking about Brittney Griner being in Russia, imprisonment, you know, for over 100 days. And he was just like, you know, if he was Brittney, the way he'd be feeling is like, do I want to come back to the United States? Because it seems like they've forgotten about me. You know what I'm saying? Like they're not coming to get me, and it's all. So people kind of took that out of context. 'Cause obviously, he didn't record it yesterday. He must have recorded this months ago, and now it's like there's more information that's come out. There's more details that have come out, and I think he was just kind of going into the psyche of how she's thinking,
right? Not
really coming at the U.S. because what we know about Russia and the U.S. dating back decades is that there's always been conflict. There's always been strife. There's a lot of Americans right now that are in prison all over the world in regards to certain situations that Brittney Griner's in right now.
Military people.
Right? So it's like people are making this a big deal because she's an athlete. She's not the highest profile athlete, but she is an athlete, right? She's a U.S. citizen. Now, I don't think that LeBron James said anything wrong. I think he could have phrased it a little differently because you're a public figure. People look at you differently when things come out of your mouth. Obviously, they want to hear more from you. You know what I'm saying? So he spoke from his heart, spoke with emotion, but maybe he took the wrong route. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are your thoughts on that, fellas?
I mean, absolutely. What he says holds weight. Yeah. He's LeBron James. Let's be clear about that. He holds weight. But at the end of the day, when you in those type of situations, you may feel like, oh, she may be thinking like, why would I want to come back to the U.S.? They don't even want to hold me down in this type of moments. But there's a lot of moving pieces that a lot of people don't see.
Right.
That goes into this stuff. Yeah, we can. It's to the outside people. It's always easy to say, you know what? Why y'all just can't swoop in there and just get her and just bring her back home? But it's not that easy. It's just not that easy. The politics of it, that's a totally different country.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? That's a totally different country. And they got their rules. They got their rules just like we have ours.
Right.
So at the end of the day, we got to be conscious of what their rules is and conscious of what our rules is.
Exactly.
It's two totally different places.
I agree.
We can't just, we can say everything we want to say. We can believe whatever we want to believe, but at the end of the day, we got to believe the facts.
Right.
And the facts is, that's their country.
That's their rules.
This is our country.
Right.
And whatever rules they have, that's the rules that they have.
Right.
Whatever rules that we have, that's what we have. We just got to be conscious as U.S. citizens. When we go over there,
right,
we got to be conscious of what we do.
That's facts, because think about it. Like, if we know that the U.S. and North Korea have always been at odds, right? I go on vacation. I say I want to go to North Korea, right? I'm going to make sure that whatever's in my bag and whatever I bring is not illegal that's going to get me detained and put in prison in North Korea, right? The issues are what it is. You have to be smart in regards to how you move. I don't care how many times you've played in Russia. I don't care how many times you've used these particular items. You need to know that this is not something that's actually legal. I can commit illegal acts 15 times in a row. That 16 times somebody gets me and they want to charge me, guess what? It's illegal. It don't matter if I did it 15 times and didn't get caught. It's not the law. You feel what I'm saying? So you gotta understand that. I get it. You know, she's a human being. She's been over there a long time. It's a tough situation. But at the end of the day, this is what it is, right? I hope that she comes home soon. But people gotta look at it from just the X and O's of it. Just the black and white situation. You are not going to go to a country and not follow the adequate rules or the laws that are in place. You are not above any laws that are in place anywhere, period.
And I think that's a big issue right now politically, because so many people don't follow politics, don't understand politics, but as soon as something like this happened, they just want to blame whatever current administration.
Exactly.
We're not going to no country and just going to get somebody.
No.
That's not how it works.
And especially, we are not going to give up the.
Let's talk about the big
right. We're not gonna give up the big kahuna that we have over here.
You understand what I'm saying?
Let's just keep it 100.
Exactly.
We're not gonna give up the God of War.
Somebody that's an assassin for somebody that's a basketball player. This just doesn't make any sense.
And you're not even LeBron.
You will stay over there.
My man had a movie about his life played by Nicolas Cage.
Right.
Like Brittney Griner movie might make
Nicolas
Netflix
Cage plays you.
They're not trading her, son. They're not trading her.
You just put I don't even know if it's going to end on a Peacock. It just may be on what's the other, Tubi or something?
Yeah. It'll
be on one of those things.
It'll be on Tubi. It won't get the Peacock. It won't get the Netflix.
I know 2 girls who might play in the Lifetime movie version. I'm just saying, like, she's not there yet.
That's all I'm saying, man.
I just don't see it.
I get it. You know, people want.
And we want her home. Don't get the jokes. Don't make the jokes. Like, we're going to joke. This is a podcast. We want her home.
Right.
Absolutely.
Be real. Like, we're not going over nowhere and just getting nobody.
Right.
But we got to be honest. Yeah. We got to be honest with the facts and honest with ourselves. At the end of the day, if we're going to move in other countries, we got to be smart.
Right.
We can't move stupidly. We can't just think what I can do in the U.S., I can just do over in somebody else's country.
Right.
It's totally different.
I agree.
And like what's done in those 4 lines, as a basketball player is something totally different. My celebrity between those 4 lines may be something totally different than when I get to that airport and I'm saying TSA and all this. They don't give 2 shits about what you did in them 4 lines.
That's facts.
They can care less. Once you get over here, TSA, this is something totally different. You got contraband. Oh, you fucked up.
Right.
They don't care nothing about that shit. I don't care if you're a basketball player.
Listen, I don't care. I don't care if I played rec ball and somebody recognized me.
They can care less.
TSA, they're gonna tackle me just the same.